are now tuned in to FYC the show with your host Vinny Bronco.
Repercussion.
And in the booth we got Just Heck. What's going on? FYC the show here, Vinny Bronco.
Repercussion.
And Niente.ea.
This is our new guest today. He's trying to get involved with the FYC. We are recruiting always. So now we're going to get to know him a little bit. We're going to get to know him. You guys get to know him. Reed, you got any questions for him to start off? Want me to start this one?
I got one question.
All right, I know what that question is. Let
Do
it go.
you play Destiny?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay, then I'm fine.
All right.
I'm fine.
He passed your test?
Yeah, he passed that.
All right.
Secret initiation.
What's your favorite raid in Destiny?
favorite raid? See, the thing is, I don't really raid. That's the problem.
See, lost the point.
I guess
Lost the point.
so. If he
Well, you
gained
PvP?
PvP, yeah, I do PvP. I do a lot of Crucible, some Gambit.
You got way too excited for that. Right?
yeah, he said Crucible Gambit.
Yeah.
You might like that though, because Crucible a lot. I'm not a big Crucible fan. I'm a raider. Love raiding.
I do everything on Destiny.
I do Crucible occasionally, but I'm not a big Crucible person.
He does Crucible. Iron Banner. He'll get on.
Mayhem is my thing. I love just throwing
If you see Mayhem, if Mayhem is up,
I'm on
he's
Crucible.
there.
I don't care about kill streaks and kill death ratios. I just want to throw Nova bombs until my arm hurt in real life.
So you just are the type of person that's just going to continuously piss off the enemy team.
That's not my problem.
He does that to everybody.
There was a glitch at one point where you could just glitch out Nova bombs. You would never get any points for it, but you could just throw out Nova bombs all day. So most of the time your team would still lose. I did that many times.
Okay, then.
All right, so let's get into it. What type of games do you prefer?
Me, I am a fighting game and an RPG type of guy.
So since you said fighting games,
Okay.
I'm gonna take you back some.
So
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 played that heavy in the arcade and on my home system days.
I still have it for the PS2, and I still have a working PS2. I have a working PS3 that plays the PS2 games.
Oh, you got that backwards.
Oh, you know what? Mentioning that game, my cousin, he was overseas at the time. He's a Navy, Living Dead. Shout out to Living Dead.
And with some numbers.
Yeah, a couple of numbers. He's
We
just
all
like
know
his
the numbers.
he's just like his brother Hulkbuster. But he himself purchased Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on disc. Never got it. So he called them up and told them. They looked at it. He was like, okay, we're going to send it out. They sent it out. The day he goes into the mail to check, both of them are there. So he got two of them, and he was like, well, this one is staying unsealed. And this one I'm going to open up a plate. And I started laughing. I was like, wow, you got to be kidding me. He was like, yo, I didn't know. I never got it. It was supposed to take like 2 weeks. It was like a month and a half. And then he was like, I never got it. So they sent him another one, and they both ended up coming in the mail at the same time.
That's cool.
I was like, you lucky man.
So how I got my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the PlayStation 2 at least, because I had it for the Dreamcast. But then, we talked about my Dreamcast. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I had Marvel vs. Capcom for the Dreamcast first. But then when that happened, I didn't have it. I walked into a game store and I saw it used for $3. Mm-hmm. So I bought it for $3. Paid $3 for a game that you can sell on eBay right now for like $400 probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
For about $5, depending on if it's a collector really looking for it.
Yeah, it is in good condition too. Yeah. And then I worked for that game store for a couple years.
So, what's one of your biggest, what fighting games you like the most right now? That's out now.
Definitely Blaze Blue Cross Tag, Central Fiction, Guilty Gear, Zerd Rev 2, and if I'm feeling it, some Under Night and Birth. A lot of anime fighters.
That's what I was thinking. All of those are the anime fighting games.
I love my anime fighters.
I haven't played one in a long time.
Now, I haven't played it, but you being into fighting, have you played the Shonen Jump?
Shonen Jump? Jump Force? Or...
Yes. Jump Force.
We don't talk about those dark days of fighting game times.
Okay. No, just because I've read a lot. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, oh, it looks awesome. Them bringing up all these anime characters, and then when it released, I was like, no, I don't.
You played it,
gut
you just
feeling.
don't like it.
So there was a lot of potential with Jump Force.
Yes.
Yeah, there was.
There was a lot of potential, a lot of money put into it. But my main problem with Jump Force was that it was too flashy.
Okay.
Understandable that the characters themselves are flashy and their moves are flashy, but with all the money they put into particle effects, they could have made animations better, could have made cutscenes smoother, and they actually could have paid voice actors to fully voice act the game. Because in my story mode, for no reason should in a fighting game, or at least a fighting game with that much money put into it, should only the cutscenes be voice acted. Even the games that came out way long ago, back in 2013 and all that.
Yeah.
Even their cutscenes were voice acted. That was my big problem with Jump Force.
Okay.
I got you. I never played it. I
said, I never played it. I saw it. I wanted to get it, but gut feeling told me no.
Yeah.
And I was like, then I saw a lot of reviews, and I was like, well, I'm glad I saved myself.
I listened to my gut.
And I got a big gut.
A lot of gut to
So
listen.
it's a lot. You can't. It doesn't whisper. It yells. But what other fighting games you had high hopes for, and just
that hurt me.
yes, that pretty much shot. You felt like you shot yourself in the foot.
My Heroes Won Justice, definitely. That hurt me deep. They're making a second one, so hopefully whatever was wrong with the first one, they fix it.
Okay.
Doubtful.
You got a lot of
Bandai.
They're really good at not fixing the old problems.
They really
creating
are.
New problems.
Yeah.
But Bandai is definitely good with pumping out them animes.
Yeah, they really are.
They got anime games. Their RPGs are pretty good too. Just
Xenoverse.
so you know, I'm a very big RPG fan.
It's like
RPGs, then everything else trickles down. So yeah.
So there's two more on that list that hurt me deep.
Okay.
Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Well, just the Xenoverse series in general. And then Mortal Kombat 11 was kind of a letdown to me.
I can see it.
I looked at him because he likes it.
It's
No. I played. I prefer Mortal Kombat 10 over 11.
Same.
There was something about 11 that just felt. I guess it had to be a lot of the combos. They were so. So what I remember is 10.
I stopped playing Mortal Kombat after 2.
10 you can dash cancel.
Yeah.
11 they took that out.
Yeah.
And I was like, there were so many combos that you could have done that could actually continue if you were able to dash cancel, and because of that, it drew me away.
So,
and I stopped playing it after a while.
That's one of the biggest problems with combo extending for me in Mortal Kombat 11 is literally it feels way more clunkier. It feels slower than.
It feels heavy.
It feels heavy. It feels way heavier. The characters all feel slower in 11 than they do in 10.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like it as much. That's why I like my anime. They're fast paced. They keep my attention. And my fingers are literally just so used to quarter circle back squares so fast. I'm not used to having to dun time it out. I'm used to just putting it in, going ahead, and just keep the combo going. So when they slow down 11, it hurt me and it hurt my play style a lot.
That's how I felt when they came out with the new Marvel vs.
Infinite.
Capcom.
Infinite?
Mm.
See,
I feel like they dumbed it down to make it easier for people who
it started with 3.
don't play video
That's
games
how
at
I
all.
feel. I feel started with 3.
Yeah.
When they made the whole easy combo system.
Oh my God.
And I felt, I can understand, okay, if I get it for my nephews who are like 8
They
and
should have had
10.
an option where you can pick easy controls, or I actually know what a video game system looks like.
Yeah, that's the good thing about anime fighting games like Central Fiction and Eunice. They have those. It's called stylish or technical.
Yeah.
So where you can choose to auto combo or you can use to actually put in your inputs.
See, the thing, what I felt with 3 was it was unified into one. Like I could just hit the square button and do a whole air combo, and then once I get into the air, I could just switch to my own combo. And it's like, why?
Yeah, it was just
Like I remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It was you really had to know what you were doing.
You had to learn.
If
If you didn't know,
correctly,
you watch the character just get juggled, and You sat there, you put a. I played in
hated
the.
juggling.
I hated it. I played it in
I know
in
how to do
arcades.
it, but I didn't like to do it because I felt like I was cheating. So when I would fight somebody, if they didn't juggle, I wouldn't juggle. If
Okay.
they juggled me, then I would juggle.
That's
Okay.
that's
Yes,
you know that's out of
I would never juggle.
respect.
Like if me and you fought straight up and you're just better than me and you beat me, I would still never juggle, even though I know I could.
Yeah.
But if we go in it and you just start juggling, I'm like, all right, whatever. Then I play with guile, so you're just gonna die now.
That sounds like when me and my friends play, we're playing like cross tag or we're playing Unist, and they get mad at me because I have a really like bad habit of just going on autopilot when it comes to like muscle memory combos.
Okay.
So even if they're like just learning it's their first time, I relatively just start a combo, and I'm like, combo tree going down, automatically like just keep the combo going, juggle them. They're like,
So
why
you
is
pretty-
not? Yeah.
You pretty much OTK them.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like, why do you 95% me every single time we do this? I'm like,
For all
I
those who
forgot.
don't know, OTK, it's one touch kill. So when we use some references like that, whether it's toward fighting games or, you'll understand.
Basically means they hit you and then you
And-
can't do anything for a little while and you pretty much either die or are almost dead.
So what you
Block and
mentioned,
die.
you mentioned cross tag.
Yes.
Now, I know cross tag. I played it. I like it. It felt a lot similar but smoother than Street Fighter Cross Tekken. How did you feel seeing that and then thinking back at Street Fighter Cross Tekken? It was like, you guys had so much you guys could have did this.
Yeah.
Why you didn't?
When I thought back to that, I was like, it felt like going to cross tag and then going back to play. I was like, they feel like the smart system combo thing, and the calling assist mid combo. It's so much slower and it's so much harder for the timing, and I didn't appreciate that as much as I appreciate cross tags. All they had to do was just make one patch. One small little patch
Yes.
that just changed frame data,
And it would
everything would have been better.
Yes. It was something that I felt when I played Cross Tag. I was like, wow, you guys completely dropped the ball on Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Holy, like I was just there. I was like, I don't get. I understand, like you said, yes, they brought this game out, but one patch would have fixed that game like this.
It's one of the good things about the gaming industry now is they can patch things out.
Yes.
Fix problems now. Before you buy a game,
You were stuck with
that's
it.
just what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could get rid of that, but we're not going to.
Back to the GameCube days of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, when you could just teleport past that wall barrier in Hyrule.
So I see you got an Overwatch shirt on.
Yes.
I peeped that.
Yes.
You Overwatch?
I am. When the game first came out, I was pro Overwatch. Now it's a
Slowly
steady. It
declined.
was a steady decline for me.
Okay.
I was never a fan of Overwatch. I'm not really a big PvP player. I like to play with my friends as a team and do things together. Now, I will play PvP with friends and kill other people. That's still fun for me. But so I was never really into Overwatch. But we did a live stream of Overwatch, and I ended up playing it, and I actually enjoyed it. I don't remember the character I played with. Who did I play with? That girl that teleports and
He played as Sombra.
yeah. I usually don't pick female characters.
He played Sombra.
But I was like,
he was
I
having
picked
fun
her and
going invisible, hacking people, and
If you played PF2, she is basically the spy of Overwatch. The Team Fortress 2, she is literally Overwatch's spy, and everybody loves that about her.
So who was your main since?
My main, I had a main for every category. That was the type of person I was.
Okay.
who's your one you had the most fun with?
Okay, let's say you're out there and you're losing.
It's not even
Who's
like
your
you're
go-to?
losing. Who's your
go-to
fun
character? Like
playing with?
I gotta
it doesn't
play.
matter.
I gotta play my main man Genji.
Okay.
My ninja sword boy. I gotta play him.
Okay.
Mainly just because of his flanks, his get behinds, his distractions, and the
Yeah.
fact that I can reflect a whole graviton surge. It was beautiful to me.
Okay. I played, I guess it was four characters, 5. I played Widow. I played Reaper, and I played.
Makes sense for him to play with Reaper.
I played Sombra when Sombra came out. Then I ended up playing Ash when she came out. I like Ash. I usually my go-to is Reaper. I mean, if I gotta get in front of you, I'm gonna put you down with the 2 double barrel, his shotguns, Kimbo shotguns. I mean, you can't get it. And then I love his reload. I don't need this. Pull out another 2. I mean, you got to think about it. He's just there. I ran out of ammo. Okay, next one. And it was something I liked.
Definitely a nice way to reload your guns. Throw them on the floor and pick up new ones.
Yeah,
Reaper literally says, "Screw the environment. We don't need it."
And then I don't know. It felt a lot to me like. I guess it would be like one of those anime or old cartoons where they got the guns and they just spin in a circle and just start flashing everybody and that's what I felt. He do his ultimate and he's literally just a tornado just shooting everybody, which is fun. I don't know if I still have that clip. I gotta look to see. I could put it up. There's a clip where I really teleported behind the whole group, killed 2 of them, and then popped my ult and killed the other 4. And I was like, this is, and we won. And I was like, this is awesome.
I have a whole bunch of my old Genji clips. Got a
Speaking
5
of
team
clips,
kills.
we're definitely gonna need to get some of them clips up. We gotta get some clips up.
Alright.
Make sure you put your name, so we'll create a folder for you, so it goes direct to your folder, so people who are looking for you
personally, they can find your games
your videos. I don't know if you've been on lately.
No.
On the YouTube, but we have a repercussion and a Vinny Bronco folder, and we have a bunch of shared folders, streaming folders, things like that. Yeah.
Now there was something that he mentioned, and I know it's a big part of you.
What I do?
No, not what you do. You mentioned RPGs.
Yes.
So I'm gonna leave this one to you, because you love the RPGs. I love my RPGs.
This is going to be the question.
I love my RPGs. I know what you're going about. I love my RPGs. But, one of mine was.
So first I'm going to start. This is not the question, but I'm going to start off. You play Final Fantasy, right?
Of course.
Okay. What is your favorite? I'm not talking about pretty. I'm talking about
like
story-wise, no.
All-wise, everything you love, whether you love the gameplay, story, like what it was that. If that Final Fantasy that you felt more
villain
toward it.
It has to be 7 because that's what started me on the Final Fantasy phase.
Okay. So you didn't play anything before 7?
I started on 7. I went back when they came out on the Japanese makes on the DS versions. Okay. So I played 3 and I played 4. Terra, best waifu. And then I hopped on to 8.
All right. So you skipped the one that I was looking for.
Which one's that?
Final Fantasy 6. That is my favorite by far. When you watch the episode, the laugh in the background was sponsored by Kefka, who is the villain from Final Fantasy 6.
Oh, clown guy.
Yes. If you played it in Crisis Core or whatever, you've bumped into Kefka. I feel like Kefka was the best villain on any Final Fantasy. You started off with 7, but you played a bunch of other ones. Who was your favorite villain?
My favorite villain out of all the ones that I've played was the most recent one, actually, 15.
Okay.
Because he wasn't a villain, but at the same time he was to me. Like, he's trying to help you, at the same time he's trying to screw you over. He's like that kid in the back of the classroom that's like reminding the teacher that homework is due. Knowing damn well no one did it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I got you. So Kefka is my favorite. He pretty much made the game for me. I feel like he might be the first character from Final Fantasy to have an audible noise. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody before that actually made a noise when they speak, other than maybe the chocobo with the quark shit. But yeah, I think he was the first one with actual audible noise, which would be his laugh. I mentioned this in one of my other episodes. One of my favorite scenes in this game is
Oh God.
Think about it. Yeah.
Actually,
You walking in the desert.
You saw when he realized it, right? He said, "Oh God!"
They literally
real-
stopped
like,
and
it
said
clicked.
sorry and was like this, wiping off his boots.
It clicked to him in that second. He was like, "Wait a minute, none of
And
that
the
makes
funny
sense."
part is, characters die if you don't save them. Yeah. And this is, mind you, Final Fantasy VI originally came out for the Super Nintendo. So that's a long time ago. They didn't have consequences like that in games back then. I loved everything about that game. Everything.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Was a soldier who was implanted with magical powers. She worked for the emperor and then she betrayed them and became you. There was a thief. There was a brawler. There was a king. Like, the cast of characters was all over the place.
How does a king class work? I need to know this.
I mean, no, it wasn't really a class. He was
Oh.
just a king. Like, there weren't classes like on games where each class has specific powers.
Oh.
Now they do kind of, cause so the king, he has like attack, and then he has his special bar is called tools, and you can buy like a chainsaw, a drill, and things like that. And he uses that in battle. He just yeah. The brawler, his special is called blitz, where you got to do like a combo.
I cannot believe it. Last night I went to the club. The one on 184th over there. Like, you see the one on the corner? Like, that's the one. And tell me how I had seen it, Carlos. I was so pissed that we had broken up 1 week ago. 1 week ago, and he's there. He's there with a new girl. That girl looked just like me too. Just like me. Like, you don't even understand. Like, she had everything on me. Like, she had my hair, that she had my face, that she had my butt, that she had my boobs. Like, everything on me. Somehow, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. Like, I told my friend, I was like, yo, like, I can't believe this. She was like, what? I was like, look. She was like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, that was, like, man, fast or whatever. Like, y'all only broke up, like, only 1 week ago. And, like, at first, like, I was like, yo, like, I want to leave. Pero then I saw that he had seen to me. Like, I had seen to him seeing me. So I was like, nah, like, I can't leave now.
I think the one thing he's really hoping for is a fully voice acted Kefka.
So much he forgot he was doing an interview.
Pretty much.
I did. I forgot I was supposed to be asking you a question. All right, so what's your favorite RPG of all time?
Favorite RPG series is Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem?
Tactical.
I love Fire Emblem. I
Yep.
really do. I really do.
That's where I got my actual like start of getting into RPGs.
You played the new one?
Yes, I have like right now on my Switch. Golden Deer. Got a Golden Deer.
The
It
Golden
was-
Deer is my second run through.
Don't hurt my boy like that. We have to. When I started off on my Game Boy, Fire Emblem and the Sacred Stones.
All right, so when I started the Fire Emblem series, I'm not a big handheld guy, so I started the Fire Emblem series on the Wii. I bought it for the Wii because I had a Wii. I was like, whatever, I'll play this game. I put it in, I started playing it, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't even finish the first mission. Like, I just saw what it looked like. I liked it so much. What I did was I bought the GameCube version because the GameCube was able to play
Radiant
on the Wii.
Dawn.
So I bought that one and played that one, and then when I beat that one, then I played the Wii one that I bought before it. I really enjoyed that series though. I played a couple of the handhelds, even though I'm not a big handheld fan. My problem with handhelds is I'll buy them and then I'll play them for like a month and then I'll forget about them.
And
Like,
his big hands break them.
I got like 4 DSs in a drawer in my house right now.
And
I
they
forget
all-
I have them and I buy another one.
They
That's
all
what
got
ends up happening.
they all got finger marks in the back.
Better than his controllers. He got bite marks.
Hey, just because sometimes I gotta play with my face doesn't mean you know. You gotta move the joystick somehow. If your hands got cheese doodles.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
You're right.
I got one last question. What do you feel like you can bring to FYC?
Just you guys already have like the whole like home dynamic, like trying to just bring in the community. What I really just want to do is just bring that extra variety and that extra oomph into it.
Okay.
Bring in like the fighting game people that don't really have much of an outlet online because everybody's just mostly playing the same stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody's mostly just focusing on the Mortal Kombat and the Injustice and all that.
Yeah, pretty much whatever's gonna be
Popping.
Yeah,
I wanna-
whatever's gonna be in tournament, then they
Yeah.
want to go and.
I want to bring in like because a lot of like the problem with the FGC community for like the anime fighters is that nobody really like has a place where anybody can really learn. Everybody can just like copy and paste combos, but nobody really has like tutorial videos unless it's Dragon Ball Fighters.
Okay.
And that's the thing.
Okay.
All like nobody has dumbed it down or like explained it well enough to the people who are just getting into the game. Everybody's just saying down, forward, 5-2A. But what happens is this person's first fighting game. What is 5-2A? No one knows. So it was like, it's time to explain. It's time to help people get into it.
I got you. And we definitely going to appreciate it. What do you think? We welcome to the family, or going to put him on probation for a little while?
I mean, he plays Destiny, which was my test.
He passed your test.
But you know, bringing like you said, the fighting games to it.
I'm looking forward to the variety. And I want to see what you bring. I want to see the videos. I want to see what's going on with that.
We do a lot of RPGs and action and shooters. So with the variety of the fighting games and everything. Now, one question: do you like Smash Brothers?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, he mentioned all the fighting games. He said he got a Switch, and the one thing he doesn't mention is
All right,
Smash
guys,
Bros.
we're going to try and wrap this up. This was a good interview. I appreciate you coming out. Vinny Bronco here, FYC.
Repercussion.
And Niente.ea.
We out. Peace.